rise. The Honorable Hamdi Ezelerb presiding.
Please have a seat. So good evening. Before we start, I would like to explain to you the process that will be following tonight. Tonight's session is an arraignment session. You're going to be asked a very simple question, and that is, what plea would you like to enter? You have three alternatives, and the first one is to enter a plea of not guilty, which means you believe you are innocent or you believe that the city cannot prove its case against you. Now, the burden of proof is on the city to prove that you're guilty. You do not have to prove that you're innocent. Now, the second alternative is the opposite. That's to enter a plea of guilty, which means you are accepting the facts and circumstances that are stated in the citation that you have already received. The third alternative is called a plea of no contest, which means though you think you're innocent, you're also 100% sure that should your case advance to a trial, you will be found guilty. In essence, there are lots of evidence against you. Now, if you enter a plea of no contest, you will be found guilty. There is one great advantage to a plea of no contest in cases involving potential liability claims in civil court. Let me explain to you too. So we have the traffic law. On the other side, we have the liability law. In the liability law, it's not in this court. It means that somebody is alleging that you have hurt him or hurt her or caused damage to their property. During that proceeding, if you enter a plea of guilty, it may be used against you in such liability claims. While on the other side, if you enter a plea of no contest, it may not be used against you. And that happens a lot in cases involving car accidents or somebody alleging that you hurt him badly in batteries. So if you are faced with one of those citations, in addition to entering a plea in traffic court, you probably, if somebody sue you for damages, will have to enter a plea in civil liability cases, and whatever you enter as a plea in traffic court may be used against you. So I just like you to understand the ramification of entering a plea in this court. Always advantageous to you in cases involving potential liability claims to enter a plea of no contest rather than a plea of guilty. In this court, in traffic court, if you are found guilty for traffic citations, in addition to the fine that I'm going to ask you to pay, I will take from you something called demerit points. If in one single year you accumulate 12 demerit points, your driving privilege will be suspended. If you're here for the offense of operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of an intoxicant, also known drunk driving, you should know that you have the right to request a jury trial. If you do so, the trial will be held at the Dane County Circuit Court. It will not be held in Fitchburg. I would like to talk to you briefly about our philosophy in Fitchburg. It's our philosophy to see that justice is individualized. What I mean by that is that I'm going to listen carefully to whatever mitigating circumstances that you may wish to share with me. And provided, of course, that the mitigating circumstances are truthful and believable. I'm going to also look at your past record. Based on those two sources of information, I will come with a verdict. It may then mean that two people faced with identical citation may have different outcome. And this is the case in all traffic citations, with the exception of traffic citations where alcohol or drugs was a factor in the issuance of the citations. In these cases, I do not have any willingness to compromise the verdict. You'll pay the maximum penalty as stated in the statute. The same thing could be said about city ordinances where there is a criminal code counterpart to the ordinance. Let me explain that to you. Now, Fitchburg have opted to adopt city ordinances that are parallel to the criminal code. So for city, Fitchburg would have a city ordinance for battery, disorderly conduct, carrying concealed concealed weapon, prostitution, issuance of worthless checks, and a lot of citations that could be stemming from a criminal conduct. When a police officer writes a citation against a citizen alleging that the citizen have violated a penal code, and that citizen is being prosecuted in municipal court, that citizen have got a major break. For the outcome of a trial in municipal court is not a criminal conviction. So if you are accused of battery in municipal court, the outcome is that I'm not going to send you to jail, but you're going to pay a fine. So you got a major break. I say all of that because I want you to know that if you are accused of one of those penal code parallel municipal court citations, you will pay the maximum penalty as stated in the statute. There will be no breaks in terms of how much you pay in terms of fines. So what happens if I find you guilty? If I find you guilty, I expect that you pay your fine tonight. But if you can't pay it tonight, you have to tell me why, and I can give you time to pay it. Now, the maximum amount of time that I can give you at any setting to pay a fine is only 60 days. However, if you don't pay it in 60 days, you should call the gentleman who sits to my right. He is the clerk of court. He will schedule you to appear before me again, and I will give you another 60 days until ultimately you pay your fine in total. If what happened then if you don't? Now, the city of Fitchburg have many ways to collect its fines, and they do a very good job. Occasionally, they will come back and say, Judge, we tried everything and we can't collect our money. I would issue a warrant for your arrest. Indeed, you will be arrested. I'll put you in jail for up to 90 days. For every day you spend in jail, we'll deduct $50 from your fine. So theoretically, if you have a $100 fine, you'll be spending 2 days in jail. However, the city of Fitchburg will sue you for the cost of maintenance in jail, which is nowadays $85. You do the math, it's not going to work here in Fitchburg. You're spending time in jail in lieu of paying a fine. In this court, I can assure all of you that your rights, be it constitutional or statutory, is guaranteed. I can also assure you that you'll be treated with the utmost respect. What I ask for is that you abide by our rules of decorum, and should you wish to address the court or ask me any question about your case, I'll be more than happy to answer these questions. And with this in mind, we'll call the first case.
DeAndre Mayweathers. I'm sorry, right to the podium, yes, please.
Good evening, sir. Sir, you have a citation for operating a motor vehicle after suspension of registration. For this citation, how do you plead?
Honestly, I let someone drive my car, and I did not know that I have. That I did not know that I had a traffic. Was at a meter.
Okay. Let me ask you first to enter a plea, and then you can explain.
No contest.
All right. Now, so your car, the registration expired?
No. I believe I had caught a ticket downtown Madison.
Yeah.
And it was for it said that with expired it was I believe the ticket was for driving the car where it was suspended plates because I had caught a ticket. I let someone drive my car and they caught a ticket downtown Madison. I didn't know that I had it, so I didn't attend court for it. And when the police pulled me over in Fitchburg, that's when I found out about it.
Okay.
But as soon as I found out about it, I handled the ticket that I caught primarily, which was like almost $60.
Okay. And you paid that?
Yes.
And your car now have no problem with the registration?
No.
With the license plate? Good. So this carries a fine of $98. What's the minimum here?
Minimum, not cost of work, minimum.
Yeah.
67.
$67 instead of $98.
Okay.
And she will give you time to pay it if you need to.
Okay.
All right.
I was asking, would this show on my record?
There is no points associated with it.
Huh?
No points associated with it.
Okay, because my honestly, I drive for Amazon.
Okay.
And my livelihood depends on my driver's license.
If it shows anything adverse to your job, come back and I will fix it for you.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
I appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you.
Next case, Presley Cross.
And good evening.
Good evening.
You have a citation for zone speeding. Allegedly, you were going at a speed of 45 miles per hour in a 30-mile speeding zone. For this citation, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And what can you tell the court?
I guess the only thing that I'll say is I was leaving for work and I'm still getting used to it goes from a 40 to a 35 on the same road. And I guess I was just going 5 over the 40, and right when it switched, I think, because the cop told me it was right when I passed the McDonald's, and I was slowing down, but he got me right in the moment that I had noticed, and it was too late, but I'm not going to, contest or anything, because I was going over. It just, was an honest mistake, so, yeah, but that's all I have to say.
I understand. And you have a probationary license.
I do?
Did you know what that?
What does that mean? I'm sorry. Okay.
And if it is not your first, if this is your second citation, so you previously had a citation on December 18th, 2024 for zone speeding.
Yes, yeah.
Okay? So usually the second citation is doubled.
Okay.
Okay? So how many points were in the first one?
First one, 3.
3?
So we have 3 points right now. Yeah.
So this one is 4, so it would be 8. You would have 11 points.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to reduce it to 3. But hopefully you would not make any, otherwise you'd lose your driver's license, as I
Yeah,
said.
'cause
When
it's
you have
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah.
So every time from now on, until these points are removed from your file, is doubled. So 3 demerit points, 78 instead of 98, and she learned her lesson, and hopefully I would not see her again. Good luck.
Thank you.
Jamira Davis.
And good evening.
Good evening.
You have a citation for operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. For this citation, how do you plead?
No context.
All right. Have you ever had a driver's license?
Nope.
Okay. So why are you driving a car without a driver's license?
I was just trying to go on a ride on the 3-wheeler, and I didn't know that having a license also I didn't think it was the same as a car.
Yeah.
So
And you still, are you in a traffic school? Are you getting any classes?
can you repeat that?
You don't have a driver's license?
No.
Are you in any school that prepare you to get a driver's license?
I'm going to be in one soon.
Okay. All right. I don't want to complicate your life when you get a driver's license. So I'm going to remove the points and reduce the fine to $78. Do not drive anything until you get your driver's license, okay?
Yes.
All right. 78 instead of 124.
Yep.
All right.
0 points.
0 points.
Ms. Davis.
Okay?
And they take this up to the front, so it's amended to the 0 points. Thank you. All right, have a good night, guys. Thank you.
You bet.
All right, Fred. Cristobal Uriquizi Duran. Sorry, one ticket.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Sir, you have a citation
Usted tiene un
for possession of an open intoxicant
de un embriagante
in a motor vehicle by a driver.
vehículo motorizado.
For this citation,
Para
how
esta
do you plead?
infracción, ¿cómo se declara usted?
Culpable nomás. El carro no servía y ahí vivía yo. El carro no servía para caminar y yo sé que no puedo manejar. Pero sí culpable.
I plead guilty, Your Honor, but as an explanation, I just want to let you know that I was not driving the car. The car did not work. I was living in the car.
Well,
Pero tenía la cerveza.
But I did have that beer there.
are you okay now? Do you live someplace
¿Estás
else?
bien?
Sí.
Ahora tiene algún... Yes, yes.
Ya.
Now
Ya
it's...
tengo
Yes.
donde vivir y todo.
I have a place to live now and everything.
Are you working, sir?
¿Trabaja usted, señor?
Sí, empecé esta semana.
Yes, I started this week.
Instead of 187, you pay only $105.
En vez de los 187, le voy a hacer una multa de
And the officer will give you time if you need time to pay.
tiempo para pagar.
Ok.
Okay?
Sí, está bien.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Darwin Alfaro.
Darwin Alfaro.
One traffic, one OWI.
Good evening, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Buenas tardes.
Good evening.
You have 2 citations.
Tiene dos infracciones.
Please enter a plea
Por favor, declare
after I read each one of them.
después de que le lea cada uno.
The first one is failure to stop at a stop sign.
Fallar en pararse en un
For this citation, how do you
a esta
plead?
infracción, ¿cómo se declara?
Culpable. No me detuve completamente.
I'm guilty. I did not stop completely.
And the second one
Y el segundo,
is operating a motor
operar un
vehicle
vehículo
while under the influence of an intoxicant
de un embriagante.
and operating a motor vehicle
Manejar un vehículo
with a prohibited blood alcohol concentration.
contenido de alcohol,
Allegedly,
supuestamente
you tested 0.19.
salió con .19.
Before you enter a plea,
Antes de declararse,
let me explain to you
permíteme explicar
the ramification of entering a plea of guilty.
la declaración en el acta.
The state of Wisconsin
El estado de
is the only state in the country
el único el estado del país
where the first conviction
en la cual la primera
of this
condena
type of offense
por este tipo de ofensa
is a civil conviction.
resulta en una condena civil.
However,
Pero
if you commit the same offense again
vuelve a cometer esta ofensa de nuevo
within the next 10 years,
dentro de los siguientes 10 años,
that second offense conviction is a criminal
resultará
conviction.
en un cargo criminal.
Should you commit the same offense again in your lifetime,
Otra vez, una
that third and subsequent offenses
tercera o
are
subsiguiente
criminal
vez,
convictions
una condena
requiring mandatory time in jail or prison,
tiempo mandatorio de prisión
with the fourth one
o en la cárcel.
being a felony
La cuarta
conviction.
sería una condena de un delito grave.
Now that you know the ramification of entering a plea of guilty
Consecuencias de una declaración culpable
for the offense of operating a motor vehicle
vehículo
while under the influence of an intoxicant
efectos de un embriagante
and operating a motor vehicle
manejar un vehículo
with prohibited blood alcohol concentration,
contenido de alcohol
allegedly 0.19,
supuestamente punto
how do you plead?
¿Cómo se declara usted?
Culpable. Yo tomé. Lo que no sé es si por mi condición de enfermedad, que yo tengo cáncer de hígado, eso altera el examen.
Your Honor, I was drinking.
Ah,
I'd plead guilty.
Stop.
But I don't know if the medical condition I have, which is cancer of the liver, could have affected this.
What the plea is, he entered the plea of
Pero
guilty?
se declara culpable. Yes.
Okay. So the issue that you raise
El asunto que usted
is
ha
not whether you were
presentado
drinking or not,
no es si usted estaba
but
tomando o no.
the issue is
El asunto es que sí
the exaggeration of
se exageró la cantidad.
the alcohol concentration in your blood. Is that what I'm
Es lo que está
hearing from you?
Sí, supongo, no sé.
Yes, that's what I don't know.
Okay. How many drinks did you have?
¿Cuántas bebidas había tomado?
Como 6.
Like 6?
Okay. 6 what?
6 beer. Only beer, no trago.
6 beers.
6
Not
beers.
anything like alcohol drinks.
All right. And you don't think 6 beers can get you under the influence?
Pero usted no piensa que 6 cervezas le puede hacer bajo los efectos demasiado para conducir.
Es que la verdad no sé, porque no tomo. Es la primera vez que tengo ¿cómo le explico? Un caso de estos, pues, de una multa, un ticket.
Really, I don't know. This is like the first time that I have like a ticket or charge like this.
And I hope that will not be repeated again, sir.
Que no se repetirá tampoco.
Claro que sí.
All right, sir. At the time the police officer made the stop,
Que el policía le hizo la
were there anybody
Había
who's
alguien
underage
más
in your
bajo
car?
La edad de 18 años en el vehículo.
Oh, no, andaba solo.
No, I was alone.
Did you cause an accident, hit another car or an object?
Chocó su vehículo contra algún otro carro o algún objeto.
No, yo solo llegué a la intersección y no me detuve completamente. Y luego miré las luces del policía y me detuve. Y ya, ahí pues.
No. I just, approached that intersection and I didn't make a complete stop. I continued on and I right away saw the lights behind me and I pulled over immediately.
As you came in court, they gave you a scale, a schedule.
Cuando usted vino a la corte, ¿le dieron un diagrama de las diferentes multas?
No, sí.
Yes.
Do you want the interpreter
¿Quiere que
to
el
explain
intérprete
it to
le
you?
vuelva a explicar esto o ya?
No, ya él me lo dejó claro.
No, the interpreter made it clear for me before.
All right. So if you look at point
Si
19,
ve aquí donde dice punto
with no aggravation,
sin agravantes,
your fine will be
su multa sería ¿qué tanto?
1036.
$1,036.
$1,036.
Your revocation is for 8
Su
months.
revocación sería por 8 meses.
You would lose 6 demerit points.
Perderás 6 puntos.
You must complete mandatory
Y tendrás
assessment
que terminar una evaluación
at
de su
Dane
uso
County
de
Mental
alcohol
Health
en el
Institute.
Centro de Salud Mental del Condado de Dane, Journey Mental Health.
Sir, do you own a car?
¿Posee usted algún vehículo?
No,
No.
Okay. For
tengo
every,
que dar de baja una placa, sí, que es la del carro que traía ese día, pero lo devolví al concesionario.
I had a car that day, but I returned the car to the selling party.
for every car you utilize in the future,
Cualquier carro que usted utilice
you must install in it
tiene que tener instalado un dispositivo
an IID
que
device
bloquea el encendido de su vehículo,
that tests your
que hace una
your
prueba
fitness to drive.
de su habilidad a conducir, como con un alcoholímetro.
Do you have any question for me, sir?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta para mí?
No, señor.
All right.
No, Your Honor.
The other offense,
La otra ofensa.
the failure to stop at the
falta
stop
de
sign,
detenerse,
is $78
$78
and 3 demerit points.
3 puntos.
What's today, 22, 23? Are you employed, sir?
¿Trabaja usted, señor?
Sí, acabo de empezar a trabajar en Madison Kip, una fundidora.
Yes, I just started working at Madison Kip, a foundry.
And are you paid every 2 weeks or every month?
¿Le van a pagar cada 2 semanas, cada mes? ¿Cómo le van a pagar?
Semanal, entiendo. Pero
I understand that they're going to pay me weekly.
All right. How much can you afford every 2 weeks to
Cada
pay
2
toward
semanas,
these
¿cuánto puede
citations?
usted venir a pagarnos para estas multas?
no sé, $200.
I don't know, maybe $200?
Okay. We'll call it $100 every 2 weeks.
Cada 2 semanas, $100.
If you can pay more, you can.
200 al mes. Si puede pagar más, está bien.
But if you can't pay the whole thing in full within 60 days,
Pero si puede pagarlo todo en completo en 60 días, también está bien.
please get this gentleman's phone number,
Si no, puedes llamar a este señor.
call him, and ask for an extension of time.
Pedir por una extensión.
All right?
Okay.
Do you have any question for me?
¿Tiene alguna
No,
pregunta?
gracias, señor.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
I wish you good luck.
Le deseo mucha suerte.
Gracias.
Thank you.
That concludes our adult session tonight. Thank you.